In the last video, from the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation, we have discussed a question related to the marks obtained by the 10 students in statistics and economics, and we have learned how to calculate Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation there. In today's video also we are going to discuss Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. The example is given on the blackboard, that is some missing value also available. Here X series is given, the value of X series is 60, 56, 25, 90, 35, 14. One is missing, 27, 54 and 77. In Y series 2, 34, missing value 35, 40, 50, 40, 60, 58 and 35 is given. And this is also given that the arithmetic mean of the X series is 49 and arithmetic mean of the Y series is 45. So with the help of this, we are to calculate Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation here. So the very first, as we know, that X bar is equal to sigma X divided by n, value serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It means total value are given, that is 10. So sigma X is equal to X bar multiplied by n. So X bar value is given for 490 multiplied by 10, that is 490. And Y bar is sigma Y divided by n, Y sigma Y. So value of sigma Y is equal to Y bar multiplied by n. So value of Y bar is 45 multiplied by 10, that is 450. It means we have calculated that this is 450 and this is 490. So getting the missing value, we will add all items, deduct from 450. It means 450 already, suppose 490 is available, 490. One is minus 60, minus 56, minus 25, minus 90, minus 35, minus 14 is given, minus 27 given, 54 given and 77 given. So remaining is 52. It means our first value is 52. What we have done? The very first for getting missing in X, what I have done? 490 was total, minus 60 minus 56 minus 25 minus all given value deducted, minus 35 minus 14 minus 27 minus 54 minus 77, that is 52. So the missing value here we have calculated, that is 52 missing value. Here the missing value is over there. So missing value in Y series 450 is the total. Given item 2 is given, 34 is given, 35 is given, next 40 given, 50 given, 40 is given, 60 is given, 58 is given and 35 is given. So all given value if we will deduct from first one, then the result will be 56. So this value is 56. So first of all we have calculated our missing frequencies in X series or Y series. Now very easily we can having the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation here, no problem at all. For getting here the number X bar is sigma X upon n. So that is X bar. Why we calculate? X bar is given 49. So dx is equal to X minus X bar. X bar is equal to 49. dy is equal to Y minus Y bar, because Y bar is given 45. Then dx square, then d square y, then dx dy we are to calculate. Okay. In first series 49 is already given as a arithmetic mean. 60 minus 49. First one is 11. 56 minus 49, that is 7. 25 minus 49, that is minus 24. 90 minus 49, that is 41. 35 minus 49, that is minus 14. 14 minus 49, that is minus 35. 52 minus 49, that was the missing value, plus 3. 27 minus 49, that is minus 22. 54 minus 49, that is plus 5. And 77 minus 49, that is plus 28. So the result will be 0 because it is from actual arithmetic mean. Second, 45 is our arithmetic mean. So the 2 minus 45 minus 43. 34 minus 45, that is minus 11. 56 minus 45, that is plus 11. 35 minus 45, that is minus 10. Minus 5 plus 5 minus 5. 60 minus 45 plus 50. 58 minus 45, that is plus 30. And 35 minus 45, that is minus 10. So here the result will be again 0 because this deviation is taken from the direct arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean was 49. So always sigma dx always will be 0 if x is sigma dy will be also 0 if deviation is taken from the real arithmetic mean. This is the basic characteristics. Again we should having checked 18 plus value, 24 minus value, 41 plus value, 14 minus value, 35 minus value, 3 plus value, 22 minus value, 5 plus value, 28 plus value. So the result is 0. Okay. Next, 43 is minus value, 11 cancel, 15 minus value, 5 to 5 cancel, 15 plus value cancel, 13 plus value and 10 is minus value. So result again check. 43 is minus value, 11 is minus value, 11 then plus value, then 15 minus value, then 5 plus value, 5 minus value, 15 plus value, 13 plus value, 10 minus value. So here the difference is over there. The result should be 0. So we are having some difference here. Okay. Again we are checking. Our arithmetic mean is 45. So 2 minus 45, that is minus 43 is okay. 34 minus 45. 34 minus 45. Minus 11 is okay. 56 minus 45, that is okay. 35 minus 45 minus 10 is okay. 40 minus 45 minus 5 is okay. Plus 5 is okay. Minus 5 is okay. 60 minus 45 plus 15 is okay. 58 minus 45, 13 is okay. 35 minus 45, that is minus 10. So where the problem is there? Some problem may be there. We are thinking in the place of 2. We are having some other value maybe. Okay, we are having 42, not 2. I was thinking some problem was over there. It's 42. The result will be same, no problem at all. This will be 56, no problem at all. I have 42 where deduction is over there. Then 42 is over there. So then 42 minus 45, there will be minus 3. Then result will be 0. Okay. So first one, 3 is minus value, 11 is minus value, 11 is plus value, 15 is minus value, 15 is plus value, 13 is plus value, 10 is minus value. So result 0. Now this is okay. We are having some mistake here. We have to write here 42. In example, there is a 42. I have written 2, but in deduction, I have taken 56 because I have taken answer from book. So no problem at all. Our answer is okay. Now d square x, we have to calculate 11 multiply 11, that is 121. 7 multiply 7, that is 49. 24 multiply 24, that is 576. 41 multiply 41, that is 1681. 14 multiply 14, that is 196. 35 multiply 35, that is 1225. 3 multiply 3, that is 9. 22 multiply 22, that is 484. 5 multiply 5, that is 25. And last one, 28 multiply 28, that is 784. So the addition of all these items is 5150. I am using memory. You can also you can also use memory for getting total of this. This is 3 multiply 3 in memory plus 9. 11 multiply 11 in memory plus 121. Againly 121 plus value. 10 multiply 10, that is 100, memory plus. 5 multiply 5, 25 1 times, 2 times, 3 times. 25 1 times, 2 times, 3 times. 15 multiply 15, that is 225. 13 multiply 13, that is 169. And 10 multiply 10, that is 100. So the result will be 920, 9, 29, 30, 40. Okay. So this is 9 plus 121 plus 121 plus 175 plus 225 plus 169 plus 100. That is 920. Okay. Now we want value of dx and dy. So 3 multiply 11. 11 multiply 3 minus value, minus memory used, minus 33. 7 multiply 77, 11. So 77 is also minus memory used. 24 multiply 11. 24 multiply 11 minus memory used, 264. 10 multiply 41. 41 multiply 10, that is minus 410. 14 multiply 5, that may be plus. 14 multiply 5, that is 70 plus value. 35 multiply 5. 35 multiply 5 minus value, 175. 3 multiply 5. 15 is minus value. 22 multiply 15 minus value, because minus plus minus, 330. 5 multiply 13 plus value, that is 65. 28 280 minus value, so the result will be minus 1449. So for calculating x bar, calculating coefficient of correlation with Karl-Pearson method, we are having sigma dx dy divided by under root sigma d square x guna sigma d square y. So value of r will be minus 1449. Minus 1449 divided by 21, divided by 5150 and 920. This is right. 5150 and 920. So the value of r 5150 multiply 920 equal to under root 2176.69. Minus 1449 upon 2176.79. 2176.69. So the getting value of R 1449 divided by this, that is 1449 divided by 2176.69. So the result is 0.6657. So minus 0.6657, this is the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation is over there. So if in case you get such kind of the question where you are getting that some frequency is missing, or some number is missing and x bar is given, y bar is given, then with the help of x bar or y bar we can firstly calculate missing frequency and then we will calculate Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. So I think this video will be helpful to now in case of missing value how to calculate Karl Pearson of coefficient of correlation. Thank you once again.